What's up YouTube? My name is Uncle Smokey, and this is Uncle Smokey Stock Trades. And before I start this video, I would like to say, I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. So please take what I say with a grain of salt, and do your own DD.
What's going on, guys? What an amazing day we had today on both tickers. You're getting a car video because I have to go to the lumber store. I got to build a little trailer for something I'm going to go buy for my family, and I don't want to disclose any information. Surprise. Anyway, let's talk really quick while I'm driving down the road. We're going to try and do this as safe as possible. Seatbelts, right? So we can be safe. And I'm going to try and keep my eyes on the road and focus on you guys at the same time. Cross my fingers we don't die today. We should be all right. So, MetaMaterials finished up about 11.5% on the day. That's at 75 cents. Call it 0.7497, I believe. We're going to say 75 cents. It's amazing. That was on about just shy of 7 million in volume overall. We've been seeing an average volume of right around 4 million in volume. So that's a nice increase, nice uptick in overall volume. Huge, huge bullish green candle is what we saw today. And an absolute bounce off of the uptrend. If you draw an uptrend, a trend line from the 63 cent mark that we hit on October the 3rd, and you draw that straight up, touching as many touch points as you can, coming up to where we're at today, you can do it on the daily, you can do it on the 4 hour, the 2 hour, it doesn't really matter. You'll be able to make an easy uptrend with that. You're going to see how it literally kind of just broke below your trend line and then bounced off of it. That is where your candle is sitting at, where your green candle is sitting at right now, is the trend line. So proving to you a little bit that the uptrend exists, it holds strong, and we may have actually seen our bottoming pattern. If you look back in time, you can see a level of consolidation there with the final push down to 63 cents before we finally started making our move forward. Now, why? Why did we see this volume increase? Why was there such a big green day? Well, yeah, sure, the fundamentals may be changing for MetaMaterials a little bit. We're seeing a little bit more PR. We saw 911 Inform the other day. We saw Thomas Gordon Welsh do an exchange of shares. We've seen a lot of great things happening as of late. But in all honesty, here's my opinion. MMAT did so good today because of MMTLP. MMAT is currently sitting at number 12 on Ape Wisdom. If you go to apewisdom.com, you'll be able to see we are number 12. If you open that up, the reason why we are number 12 is because we talk a lot about MMTLP. If you look at the most requested things or the most spoke about things on there, it says MMTLP number 1, like 16 or 18 mentions, something like that. Now, that's a huge increase. I mean, we're talking gigantic numbers jumped up over the last couple of days on Ape Wisdom. So why is that? Well, MMTLP today jumped up 41%. That's a huge increase. Compared to Friday's jump of, what was it, 20-some%, I believe, 22, 25%, finishing the day out today just below $3.50. And again, showing that levels of support and resistance, not only psychological, which is what we saw today, but also natural levels of support and resistance that are set from Fibonacci's, which are lines drawn off of natural numbers that you find in nature. We'll get into a video doing Fibonacci's again one day. I do have a small one out there if you want to go check it out. I'll try and find it and link it into the end of this video once I upload this to YouTube. Anyway, Fibonacci retracements will give you absolute levels of support and resistance that will be matched by algorithmic trading, because algorithms trade that way. That's how it works. And you'll notice today that it did hit that $3.60-ish mark. That was just right around a Fibonacci level. The algos picked up on it and they traded off of it, brought it right back down to the lower Fibonacci level on that time frame. So it came down one level and then traded off of that one. Again, there is a lot of technical analysis that can be done on any ticker at all. It doesn't matter, because algorithms are what control stocks, not retail traders, especially not on a ticker that is very hard to buy. You can't just go and buy MMTLP anywhere. Certain brokerages are allowing it, yes, but not all of them. Not all brokerages are allowing you to be able to just buy and sell MMTLP easily. You're going to be sitting on the phone with some of them for quite some time, so just keep that in mind. Also, with MMTLP, we don't know the true float that's out there. That wasn't created off of the true 165 million outstanding shares. You've got to always remember that. This is not something that was designed, okay? This is not an actual ticker. This is not a company yet. The S1 is when everything changes. When the S1 hits, that's when you're going to start seeing real volume. Here's my theory as of right now. Right now, you're seeing a lot of volume pour in because of the S1A that came out. And the wording that you saw in the short seller section there. I think you're seeing volume pour in, not only from your hedge funds and your market makers that are trying to clear up their balance, which you are still seeing some of that happening, some shorting and whatnot. Oh, not here. Some shorting and whatnot. And you're going to start seeing some coverage, but you're seeing, like I just said with Ape Wisdom, you're seeing retail investors starting to pour in, bigger whales at that. You're going to start seeing some bigger buys coming in. I got to pause this right here. I got to run into one store and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back. Had to go to the head store so far. Boom, got a new piece there. Boom, got a new piece there. Of course, raw is the way to go. Raw blacks. Raw gum tips. I always have a crutch. I don't like to eat it. I hate it. But glass is the way to go. The way glass prices are, it's not even worth cleaning them. Not even worth cleaning them. All right. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. First, seatbelt. So we can be safe. Nice and tight, right? Hit reverse and let's pay some attention to the road and not you guys for a moment. So as I was saying, the whales, they have an easier time of getting in and out of MMTLP than we do as retail investors because they can move in the dark, in the back. They have the money to do so, the liquidity. So, with that being said, we also, like I said earlier, got to keep in mind of how many shares are actually available. How many shorts are out there? We really, truly don't know the real number of that. We only have what FINRA puts out. And so, as of now, I believe the number was in the 6 millions. I believe that's what Tony Twits has up there, is in the 6 millions. Also, I believe Terry has the same image floating around there. So, as far as it goes, yes, you're seeing a little bit of money pour into MMTLP, but I think you're seeing a lot of money pour into MMAT because of MMTLP, because that's the easier ticker to get a hold of. People are looking at it right now going, oh boy, MMTLP, oh wait, oh crap, I can't get that on Webull, I can't get that on Robinhood, I can't get that on those basic brokers, right? But it's attached to this one. That's where our increase came, in my opinion. Now, I'm not saying that we weren't going to continue our uptrend today, but because MMTLP has such a great, huge following right now, it's grabbing a lot of attention from your Wall Street bets and stuff like that because of the language that was in the S1. I think that is why you're seeing the MMAT rise and MMTLP rise. This is not yet the short squeeze. That is one thing I want to stress. This has not been a short squeeze as of yet. Now, the reason why, S1's not been dated. It's not been effective yet. That's when you're going to start worrying about it. That's when the shorts are going to be forced to cover. Now, I'm not saying that they haven't been trying to move in and out as of now, but also at the same time, I'm not saying that they haven't been trying to short this as well. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes on the OTC. We don't know. We don't know accurate, real life data that happens as far as shorting goes, okay? So just keep that in mind. What else do we got? What else do we got? I think we've covered the vast majority of it. FOMO. Let's talk about FOMO. What is FOMO? FOMO is the fear of missing out. That's exactly what it means. FOMO, fear of missing out. You're going to see a lot more of it, especially as the price increases. If we keep seeing bullish momentum, if we keep seeing the stock stay over the 5 MA, so what I'm talking about with that is currently we've talked about what our MAs are, our moving averages in the past. Easy to find them. If you go to your top tabs, you find your on Webull, it would be the one that says indicators. I think on most other ones, it's going to say studies. find moving averages and apply. You can adjust your moving averages settings. I like to use the 5, the 20, the 50, and the 200 as my primary moving average numbers. I currently have the 5, the 50, and the 200 on my screens, but you'll see what I mean. When the candlesticks on the 5-minute or the 15-minute or whatever time frame you're looking at consistently move and trade open and close above that 5-minute MA, that's very bullish. And when the 5-minute MA is above the 50, or 5-minute, the 5 candlestick MA is above the 50 candlestick MA, because that's how the MAs are judged off of each individual candlestick on each individual time frame. When that happens, that's bullish. And then the 50 is also above the 200. So if you have those 3 up there and you see that this is this huge bullish momentum indicator happening, and you've got the tight number happening too, you can assume that more people are going to want to come in because they're traders and they're looking at it. Day traders are stepping in, more retail investors are stepping in, and that is still on the MMTLP side. Remember, we can still trade it, it's just not as easy. So anyway, yeah, like I said, this is going to be an interesting week. We talked about it last night in the MetaFam chat, which I am going to try and get recorded and put to my channel tonight, because that is huge. It was about 3 hours long, roughly. And we had John Berta in there talking about 911 Inform. We had a lot of information. Tony from Tony Twits came in and talked to us. Bird was there. She was talking with us. Two Guns on Twitter. He's very informative with the police end of it. So the 911 Inform is right down his alley. We talked about the float lockup, things like that. Anyway, that's what I think I've got for you guys today. This video is going to be short and sweet, hopefully to the point. Yeah, I'm getting ready to pull into the hardware store now. I got to get some wood so I can make my trailer stuff. Anywho, like, subscribe if you want to. If you don't, that's cool too. Go check out Tony Twits. Go check out Terry. Go check out the Bird. Be wary. Watch out for FUD. Don't fall for the FUD. If you're in it to win it, if you're in it for the long term, don't even pay attention to it. Your price action is ignored. If you have specific numbers that you're going to hold through and you're true, you believe in what oil is going to do, you believe that NextBridge is the next big thing, it's going to be a huge asset sell, whatever it's going to be, hold. Know what you hold. That's great. But if you're in this particular play right now, you're watching Fibonacci's, you're watching technical analysis. If you know your technical analysis, you know what to look for, you're going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. That's what I got. Peace.